Now we will find the determinant of a matrix through a method called Leibnitz method. Suppose we have a matrix, 3x3 matrix. So this is a general 3x3 matrix. So consider, for example, that entry A32. The subscript mean the first subscript is the row number. So entry A32 lies in the third row. And whereas the second entry 2 corresponds to the column number. So the entry A32 lies in the second column. For the Leibniz method, as part of the working, we repeat the first column on the right side of the matrix. And the second column as well. Okay. Now, determinant of A is equal to you consider the main diagonals. So you have 3 main diagonals for this matrix, and you multiply each main diagonal. So the first main diagonal, the product would be A11 times A22 times A33. You add the product of the second diagonal, A12, A23 times A31, and also the product of the third main diagonal. And from that, you deduct the product of the second diagonals. You have another 3 second diagonals. So the second diagonal is A31 times A23 times A13. You add the second main diagonal, and the final second diagonal. Okay. And the result of that would be the determinant. So let us consider an example. The first thing to do is to copy the first 2 columns. Next, you consider the main diagonals. Determinant of the matrix A is equal to the sum of the product of the main diagonals. So 4 times 3 times 4, that's 48. 1 times 1 times 3 plus 3, minus 5 times minus 2 times minus 1, minus 10. Minus the product of the second diagonals. We have minus 45, minus 1 times 4 is minus 4, and minus 8. So the first sum is equal to 48 plus 3, so that's 51 minus 10, that is equal to 41, minus, and that is equal to minus 57, so plus 57, and the result would be 98.